on Tobago Updates. I am your host, Chanel Felix. And you know, whenever you see me sitting here, it's because we're about to have those conversations that you want to have while I ask those questions that you want asked. But before we get into this morning's interesting conversation, I want to apologize on behalf of Tobago Updates because yesterday we made an announcement that this morning in our Beyond the Headlines conversations that we would have been chatting with the Honorable Shamfa Kujo Lewis. However, she was not able to make it this morning, but we would be chatting with one of her colleagues. This morning, we are chatting with Senator Lawrence Hislop, and I look forward to having that conversation this morning. But before we even get into that, we are speaking about World Read Aloud Day. And for many of you, when we think about that, we think about the kids sitting down and being read to. So this morning, we are in studio and we are chatting with Miss Chrisanne Daniel.
Yes.
My apologies. And this morning we are chatting about World Read Aloud Day, and you are the secretary for the Writers Guild. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, and thank you for having me. Good morning, Tobago.
Excellent. Now, when we think about World Read Aloud Day, we often know that there's usually something happening at the Scarborough Library where we have kids and they are being read stories. Sometimes we even see some of the secretaries going into the primary schools and the preschools and reading stories to the kids. But what is the international significance of World Read Aloud Day?
Well, the international significance is to ensure that, to encourage people to read, especially to children, because it's a human right. Persons must, we must encourage persons and ensure that persons be able to read. It's organized by the World Literary. It's an international organization, and like to push it out throughout the world so that persons understand the importance of reading. And we know because right now persons don't really read much, and we really don't want to lose that trend of persons, picking up a book and reading. And even we want to encourage mothers, it starts from in the womb. You can read to your baby while your baby's in the womb, get a really good story and, start that, that interaction because they do understand what is going on.
Right. And what is happening here in Tobago for World Read Aloud
Okay, well,
Day?
what is happening for World Read Aloud Day? Obviously, they will have like stories actually being read in the library to the children, and also the Tobago Writers Guild. We have already embarked in the past going to schools. We've been to the primary, the preschool, and also the secondary schools, reading to the children. Of course, of age-appropriate stories, in fact, they can understand, especially for those who are embarking on going to do their CXCs. We encourage them to read and, look at other writers so that they can do well, excel in their CXC.
Right,
subjects.
and what can we look forward to from the Tobago Writers Guild this World Read Aloud Day?
Obviously, you can look forward to us going up there and reading to the children and reading to the public. And also we have other events coming up where we read to the public as well in a different, other different vibes, I should say. We're going to be having some stuff coming up for the Easter. So we're going to have like a really nice literary affair day so that persons could come out and read. We encourage people to come and read their stories, even though it's poetry, just do something, pick up a book, a story that they wrote, just come out and just read to the public.
Excellent. So we want to thank you so much for coming on this morning, Ms. Daniel. And so tell the people again, what are you doing today and possibly how can they get involved?
Well, most I would like to tell the people of Tobago, parents, take a book and read to your children, read them a story before we still have time. We'll Read Aloud Day. It's February the 5th today. You still have time to read. Read to the children. I encourage the teachers in the schools again. Go on we used to go on the mango tree or the almond tree, right? And sit and read. And this is one of my favorite times. Just read. Just read. Pick up something and read. Read to the people. Just read.
Excellent. So guys, you heard it right here. Today is World Read Aloud Day. And this is an encouragement to you to pick up something and read, and also pick up something and read to your kids or any child that is in your close vicinity. Guys, we want to thank you so much. So we're going to take a break right here and we'll be back right after this. See you soon.
Okay.